Hey, Bobby again here from Tuckasegee Fly Shop. Today we're going to do a quick knot video. We're going to talk about the clinch knot and the improved clinch knot. Two simple knots. They kind of are the same knot. There's just one extra step to do the improved part. So I think it's an important knot. In most cases, this knot's used to tie your hook to your tippet. So it's definitely going to be one that I think is going to be pretty cool for you to learn, and it's a fairly simple knot for most folks. The one thing about knots that we hear a lot in the shop is people don't like tying them, or they can't see them, or whatever. I encourage you to just practice. Sit at home while you're watching TV on the couch, or take some time when you're sitting on the deck, one evening, just practice some knots just for 10 minutes, Get you some scrap line or rope or whatever you have. It's a way to kind of improve your knots, and when you get on the river, it won't take you 10 minutes to tie a clinch knot or an improved clinch knot or any other knot. So let's jump into the knot. So the first one we're going to tie is the just the regular clinch knot, and then I'll show you I'll cut that off, and we'll do the improved clinch. So pretty simple knot. Some people even call this just a fishing knot. I've heard it called that. But what you're going to do is you're going to pass the line through the eye of the hook, and give yourself plenty of line to work with here. That's one of the mistakes I see with people in any knots, is they always short this, and it makes it a lot harder to tie the knot. So give yourself plenty. I know you don't want to waste it, but make sure that you've got plenty to work with. So the idea here is there's two ways to do this. You can hold this and spin this like this, because you're going to put 5 to 7 twists in this line. So some people do it this way, and I will do it the other way when we do the improved clinch, just to show you. So you put your twist in. Well, what that does is that forms this loop right here by the eye of the hook. So then you're going to take this tag end, and you're just going to pass it through that. And basically you have formed the knot now. And you're going to cinch this down. What I usually do is get the knot a little tighter, and then I will start to cinch it, but you don't want to cinch it too much until you moisten the knot. You always want to moisten your knots. So I'm going to pull that up, put a little bit of saliva on it, and then we're going to tighten this down slowly, and you'll see it cinch up to the hook here as we do it. I usually use my teeth when I do this, so you can see it forming there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use my teeth because it's a little stronger to do it that way. And then sometimes on these you got to use your thumbnail just to seat it against the hook a little bit more. So there is the clinch knot tied. So again, that was line through the eye of the hook, 5 to 7 twists around the line. It forms a loop. You pass that through the loop, and then you cinch the knot. Make sure you moisten your knot. For the improved clinch knot, let me get this cut off here. Oops, throwing line everywhere, all over the floor here. So it's basically the same thing you just did, but there's one more step right at the end of the knot. So we're going to pass again through the loop of the knot. Again, get yourself plenty of line to work with so you're not shortchanging yourself. And on this one, instead of using my fingers to spin the line and make the twist, I'm actually just going to twist the fly. So I will twist the fly probably about 5 times there. And then I usually use my mouth and reposition the tag in so it's a little easier to manage. And then you put it through. So right there, we're at the clinch knot. So the difference between the clinch and the improved clinch is now when you go through that first loop, you create another loop here, this one right here, and you're just going to pass this right back through that loop. And that creates the improved clinch knot. And again, I usually use my mouth to tighten. I hold the tag in, I get it seated, put a little moisture on it, and then I will seat it down the rest of the way. And there's the improved clinch knot. So both of them are great for tying flies on. The improved clinch knot definitely is the one you want to use if you're using smaller tippet, small dries, nymphs, stuff like that. Larger flies, the clinch knot's fine. I still, for most cases, unless I'm tying really, really big hooks, which is more of a saltwater application, which I probably wouldn't use a clinch knot in a saltwater application. But if I had to use it, I would probably just tie the regular clinch knot on larger hooks. But most of the time, we're using the improved clinch knot. We tie on smaller hooks. It works better for smaller tippet. So again, thanks for watching the knot video. Hope this helps somebody, especially some new people getting into the sport. Give them some direction on how to tie that knot, how simple it is. Again, practice these at night, not just when you're on the water. Give yourself some time on the water to tie them, but if you practice them while you're sitting at the couch watching some TV one night, it'll definitely improve that on the water. As always, go check out our Facebook, Instagram, any of those pages. Check us out on Fly Shop USA if you need any products. Appreciate you watching the video.